brothers and sisters, welcome back to this channel. Today we will be learning the uses of preposition through. A train will be passing through this flyover bridge. Here I use the preposition through. Through? Why is preposition through used here? Because through is used to show the movement from one end of something to the other. Generally, this something should be enclosed. Here, in the case of this, something is nothing but this flyover bridge. Means it has length, width and height. So, I used preposition through. Means it should enter from one side and then exit from the other. If I enter a room and exit it from the other door, I would say I walked through the room because the room is three-dimensional. Means it has length, width and height, and I am going from one side to the other side. See, now I will be walking through the room. I walked through the room. For example, I said a train will be passing through this flyover bridge. Why did I use preposition through here? Because this bridge is three-dimensional, means it has length, width and height. And this train is passing from one side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge. So that's the reason I use preposition through. Now I will be walking through this flyover bridge. That is foot-over bridge. I am walking through this foot-over bridge. If a room has one door and I enter that door, I would say I walked through the door. For example, I have bought a new sofa, but the width of the sofa is greater than the width of this door. So I would say the sofa cannot enter the door, means the sofa cannot pass through the door. This is a tunnel and I will be walking through this tunnel. Why did I use preposition through here? Because this tunnel has three-dimensional shape, means it has length, width and height, and I will be going from one side of this tunnel to the other side of the tunnel. So that's the reason I used preposition through, and I said I will be walking through this tunnel. Now you see I will be walking through this tunnel. See, I walked through the tunnel. I am looking through this window. Here I use preposition through because this window is three-dimensional, means it has length, width and height. And my vision, or I would say my eyesight, is going from one side of the window to the other side of the window. That's the reason I said I am looking through this window. I can't stop looking through the window. Some processes such as security check at the mall, at airport and immigration at the airport or anywhere else, for such processes we use preposition through. Through. For example, I will be going through the security check. Now I am at the security check and I have to go through the security check. Or I will have to go through the immigration. So friends, right now I will be going through the security check. So friends, I went through the security check. I am looking through this binocular. means my eyesight is entering to this side of the binocular and is going out of this side of the binocular. And pay attention here. My eyesight is passing through this enclosed binocular. It is three-dimensional, means it has length, width and height. Now let me look through this binocular. I am enjoying it. Far things are looking very close and large. Thanks to the binocular, I am seeing a lady carrying some leaves, and I saw a scooty, a bird. I will be going through the woods. This is a wood, not a forest. Wood? ये wood क्या होता है? Wood का मतलब होता है लकड़ी. Wood also has another meaning. But what is that meaning? Wood is like forest, but it is smaller in size. Wood जंगल जैसा होता है, लेकिन वो जंगल से थोड़ा छोटा होता है. So that's the reason I said I will be going through the woods. If it is a forest, I would say I will be going through the forest. Through? Why did I use preposition through here? The reason is that this forest, or I would say this wood, has length, width and height. The trees are nothing but height. So that's the reason I said I will be going through the woods. This is a forest. So I would say I am walking through the forest. I cannot say I am walking across the forest. Across is used while crossing something two-dimensional. For example, I will be walking across this road. This road is two-dimensional, means it has length and width, not height. I am walking across this road. I walked across this road. I walk through the gangway to board the airplane. So friends, this bridge which connects the airport terminal to the airplane is called gangway. So let's walk through the gangway. Gangway is an enclosed thing and it is three-dimensional, means it has length, width and height. So that's the reason I used preposition through. If I walk like this, I would say I am walking across the grass. I walked across the grass. Why is preposition across used here? Preposition across is used here because the height of the grass is insignificant compared to my height. So that's the reason preposition across is used. But if an insect or an animal like rat walks through this grass, I would use preposition through. Why? Take the example of rat. If a rat walks across this grass, I would use preposition through because the height of the grass is significant compared to the height of the rat. A snake slithered through the grass. Why is preposition through used here? The height of the snake is insignificant compared to the height of the grass. So that's the reason preposition through is used. Blood passes through the heart. Why is the preposition through used? Because blood is passing from one end of the heart to another end of the heart. So that's the reason preposition through is used. This preposition through reminded me an idiom. But what is that idiom? The idiom is through thick and thin, and it means if someone supports you or stays with you even though there are problems or difficulties, then that person supports you through thick and thin. For example, she has stuck with me through thick and thin. Let's take another example. The best friends will stay with you through thick and thin. Not fair weather friends. If you want to know the meaning of fair weather friends, then the link is in the description box. I am walking across this playground. Across? Why did I use preposition across in this sentence? Because this playground is two-dimensional. Means it has length, width, but it does not have height. So that's the reason I used preposition across in this sentence. See, I am walking across this playground. This playground is a bit large. I walked across this playground means I walked from that side of the playground to this side of the playground. And this playground is two-dimensional means it has length and width, not heights. So that's the reason I used preposition across. Not through. Here what I want to show is that these vehicles are passing through the bridge. Here, why did I use preposition through? Because this bridge is three-dimensional means it has length, width and height. And these vehicles are going from one side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge. That's the reason I used preposition through. Let's take another example. The snail is going through the grass. The height of the snail is insignificant compared to the height of the grass. So that's the reason preposition through is used. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have learned a little bit more English through this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Bye bye. See you in the next video.
Are we not?